So in previous session, very clearly discussed about how to use select command in PL SQL. After that, we discussed about how to use percentage type data type and percentage row type. These things we discussed in the previous session. I'm giving overview on it. Listen. For example, see here. I'm selecting ename salary. So this is ename data, salary data, copy into variables. To copy into variables, use into class. Give variables list here, like this. From which table you are retrieving, tell that one. Which employee record you want, tell that one. Simple. This is the way of using select command in PLSQL. Now here Smith will be selected. This will be copied into B underscore ename. Salary will be selected. That will be copied into V underscore salary, like this. So now V underscore ename value is Smith now. V underscore salary value is 800. In the further code, if you want to work with employee name, write V underscore ename. In the further code, if you want to work with salary, write V underscore salary. So we are selecting table data, copying into variables. Using these variables, we are accessing throughout the program. Okay. Next, percentage type. To declare variable with table column data type, we use it. For example, I'm declaring B underscore employee number. If I declare like this problem, in the EMP table, employee number column declared as number of 4. These employee numbers only I want to hold now. These employee numbers only I want to hold now. So if I declare like this, these sizes are mismatching. This variable cannot hold 7369, 7499, etc. Because size is 2. It can hold up to 99 only. Size 2 means it can hold up to 99 only. It cannot hold 4-digit values. So this is the problem occurring with sizes are mismatching. Suppose I may declare this as data type. Data type is mismatching. Problem. To solve this problem, declare this variable with the EMP table employee number column data type. So to declare variable with table column data type, we are using percentage type. So declare it as table name dot column name percentage type. That's it. Now internally Oracle takes EMP table employee number column data type, means implicitly the meaning of this one is number of 4. EMP tables employee number column data type it takes. Okay. Suppose we are writing like this. Here we are selecting 2 column values. To hold 2 values, 2 variables we are taking. 2 variables we are taking. Suppose I want to hold all values. EMP table has 8 columns. So instead of writing 8 column names, employee number, e-name, job, salary, like that, we are writing star. Star means all columns, 8 columns. So instead of taking 8 variables here, v underscore employee number, v underscore e-name, v underscore job, like that. Instead of taking 8 variables, take one row type variable or variable name. Which table entire row you want to hold? Tell that one. EMP percentage row type. Now R can hold entire row of EMP table. What happens with this declaration? R will be created with EMP table structure like this: employee number, e-name, job, manager ID, hire date, salary, commission, and department number like this. Are created with EMP table structure. R can hold entire row. Means 8 values it can hold. Entire row it can hold. 8 values it can hold. So to hold 8 values, I'm not using 8 variables here. One variable is holding all 8 values. So to hold one row, use percentage row type. It decreases number of variables. I'm not taking 8 variables here. Just one variable I'm taking. If this row type is not available, if row type is not available, I have to write like this: v underscore employee number, v underscore e-name, like this. 8 variables I need to take. So instead of taking 8 variables, I'm taking one row type variable. So one variable can hold all 8 values. Means one row it is holding. To hold one row of a table, we're using percentage row type. So to hold one column value, percentage type. To hold one row, percentage row type. This is the conclusion. To hold one column value, percentage type. To hold one row, percentage row type. If we write like this, 7369 entire row will be stored in R. 7369 entire row selected here, that is copied into R. Now R has 7369 entire row like this. Now you tell me now how to access this is Smith. How to access Smith? See, every session is very, very important. Yesterday's session was very important. But yesterday many students were absent. If you don't know percentage type, percentage row type, you cannot learn PL SQL now. That is why I revised it. That is why I explained about percentage type and percentage row type now. At least with overview, you can understand little bit. That is my intention. Okay. If you want to come regularly, come regularly. If you want to drop, drop. But one day coming, 2 days absent, again coming, 2 days absent. Don't be like that. If you want to come, come regularly. If you want to drop, drop. But one day coming, 2 days absent, next day coming, 2 days absent. With that, you cannot get knowledge. Absent గా ఎట్లా చెప్పరు, అటెండ్ అయినాడు కూడా చెప్పాడు, ఎవడు చెప్పాడు ఇక్కడ ఆన్సర్. ఇది ఎట్లా యాక్సెస్ చేయాలరా అంటే తెలియదు మనకి. Do you know percentage type? How many of you know percentage type? Please raise your hand. Do you know percentage row type? Okay. So yesterday very clearly we discussed about percentage type and percentage row type. Now see one example program on percentage row type now. Write a program. Okay. My request to all is please be regular to the class. One session will be linked with another. If you miss one session, you cannot follow next session. Okay. Write a program to display employee record of given employee number. Yesterday we did this program, but yesterday we selected 2 column values only. But today I want to select all values. Write a program to display employee record of given employee number on output screen. I want to print like this. Enter value for employee number. Enter value for employee number. Suppose I am giving employee number 7369. My program should display his name, his job, and his salary. This is my requirement. First, I will explain the program. Second time, you have to tell. Define anonymous block. Anonymous block syntax is declare, begin, end, semicolon, slash. To hold this employee number, I'm taking one variable v underscore employee number. Declare it with emp table employee number column data type. So v underscore employee number. So declare it as percentage type now. emp table employee number type. Read employee number. V underscore employee number colon equals to ampersand employee number. Then select entire row of given employee number. Suppose I am giving 7369. 7369 given employee numbers. Entire row select, copy into R. So declare R here. In the R, I want to hold EMP table entire row. So write EMP percentage row type. So now select the data, copy into R. Okay. Select entire row of given employee number, copy into R. This is the select command. 7369's entire row will be selected. That will be copied into R. Now I want to print employee name now. To print employee name, write like this. R.ename. To print employee's job value, write like this. or dot job. Okay, to print employee salary or dot send. That's it. Code is over. So this is the code for displaying given employee numbers record. Read employee number. Given employee numbers record we are selecting, copying into R. Using R, we are printing the data. This program only now I am writing. Tell me, sir, what we had write? How to define anonymous block? To hold employee number, declare one variable v underscore employee number with EMP table employee number column type. How to declare? V underscore employee number, EMP dot employee number percentage type. Read employee number. How to read? Select this given employee numbers. I am giving employee number as 7369. Is the entire row I want to select, copy into R. What we have to write? So given employee number 7369 is entire row selected, that is copied into R. How to declare R? Okay. Now R has 7369 entire row. Print it. How to print? How to print employee name? How to print job value? How to access salary? Good. That's it. This is the code. Working or not text here. Row type demo.sql. Open SQL plus. Login as our batch user. Set page size 200, line size 200. To send messages to output, set server output on. To avoid old new parameters, set verify off. Compile and run our program now. @ d:/batch 2pm/ file name is row type demo. .sql. Observe. It is asking employee number. I'm giving 7369. Is the record printed? Observe. So we are giving employee number. Our program is printing employee record. Again, I am running. I'm giving employee number as 7698. 7698 employee record it is printing. Blake. Again, I am running 7934. 7934 record it is. So in the future, whenever our requirement is getting particular employee record, use this code. In real time, UI developer designs one form like this. UI developer designs one UI like this. User interface means form. Here, to enter employee number, is providing one text box and he is providing one button. Search. Okay. That record, that employee name, job, salary, I want to display here. Employee name and job, salary, I want to display here. That's it. So understand now. In real time, what we do is UI developer designs one form like this. So now user is entering one employee number and the user is clicking on search button. Search button. Okay. So internally, when user is clicking on search button, internally one function will be called. Internally one function will be called. So in this function, some code is there. So this code is selecting this employee record. So here function called employee number passed as argument here. This code is selecting that employee record, and this code is returning that employee record. Okay. With that returned value, we are displaying that employee name here. Again, we are submitting that employee name, job, salary back to the form like this. So in real time, in such type of situations, our code is useful. So what I am explaining this code here. This code we are learning now. This database code we are learning now. I am giving training on this database coding. How to call it from Java, how to call it from Python, that you learn in those corresponding languages. So this part we are learning. This code only, this kind of code only, they had written in that function. See the execution process. What is happening here? Is a code. In this code, in every line, what is happening? I'm explaining clearly. Understand now. Because of this declaration, we underscore employee number variable will be created. Because of this declaration, R will be created with the EMP table structure like this. This R created with the EMP table structure. So because of this declaration, V underscore employee number variable created. Because of this declaration, R created with EMP table structure like this. Because of this parameter, it is asking enter value for employee number. This one prints like this. And it is waiting to read the value. I am giving value as 7369. This 7369 will be stored in V underscore employee number. So this select command selects 7369's V underscore employee number value 7369. 7369 entire row selected and copies into R. Now R has 7369 entire row. R has 7369 entire row. Now this printing statement prints employee record R dot ename Smith. Concatenates with 3 spaces. R dot job clerk. Concatenates with 3 spaces. R dot salary 800. This is the output we get. That's it. This is execution process of this program. By seeing this, okay, you should understand how to use percentage type, how to use percentage row type, how to use select command in PL/SQL. To hold one column value, this is one column value. To hold one column value, we are using percentage type. This is one row. To hold one row, we are using percentage row type. To access this data, write variable name dot that column name, property name. Column can be also called as property. In the initial classes, I told that part. This variable name dot property name r dot e name. Just like in the Java, object name dot property name you are using. Here this variable name dot property name. R dot e name Smith. R dot job clerk. R dot salary 800. R dot department number 20. R dot employee number 7369. Like this. So this is the way of using percentage type, percentage row type, and select command in PLSQL. So select command topic is over. Is it clear up to here? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear up to here? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear up to here? Next. Next one. Using update command in PLSQL. How to use update command in PLSQL? Till now we discussed how to use select command in PLSQL. So how to use update command in PLSQL? This we are learning now. So much explanation is not required here. Only select syntax is little bit different from SQL. Update syntax is same as SQL in PLSQL. Syntax is same as SQL, no change. So you already know about update command. Just what I do is, instead of giving value, for example, I want to increase 1000 rupees salary to 7369 employee. In SQL, we are writing like this. We are increasing 1000 rupees salary to 7369. Like this, we are writing. In SQL, we have written like this. Now, in PLSQL, what I do is, this value, 7369 value, I hold in one variable. Here I write variable name. Okay, this is increment amount. How much you want to increase? That increment amount, I hold in one variable like this. So instead of giving values, I'm using variables here. If I write like this, is SQL style. In SQL, directly we have given values like this. But in PLSQL, instead of giving values, I'm using variables. This 7369 employee number, I'm holding in one variable. That variable I'm giving. This increment amount, I'm holding in one variable. That variable I'm giving. That's it, sir. Syntax is same as SQL. No change of the update, table name, set, column name equals to new value, where, condition. Syntax is same as SQL in PLSQL, no change. Instead of giving values, we are using variables. Now, see one example program on it. Write a program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. Write a program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. So what we have to do now? First read employee number. First read employee number. How to read employee number? You already know. This is reading employee number. Suppose I am giving employee number as 7369. Then read increment amount. How to read increment amount also you know. Suppose I want to increase 2000 rupees salary. I'm giving increment amount as 2000. So first read employee number, then read increment amount. Okay, now we have input now. Now process it by writing update command. How to write update you already know. Update EMP, set salary equals to salary plus increment amount. Increment amount. Where employee number equals to given employee number. That's it. Finally display message as salary increased. Display this message. Over. Code is over. So first read employee number. This is the code. This is the statement for reading employee number. Then read increment amount. This statement we write. Then increase the salary using update command. Then display message as salary increase. You tell me the code now. Write the program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. First read employee number, then read increment amount, then update the salary, then display message as salary increase. Tell me the code, sir. Anonymous block. What we need to write? Uh, mm. To hold employee number, declare one variable v underscore employee number with EMP table employee number column data type. How to declare, sir? V underscore employee number, EMP dot employee number percentage type. Read employee number. How to read? Ampersand employee number. To hold increment amount, declare one variable v underscore amount float type I am declare float. Read increment amount. What we have read? V underscore amount. How to read amount? How to read amount? V underscore amount. Uh, uh. రీడింగ్ ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్కి ఇదే అయినప్పుడు రీడింగ్ అమౌంట్కి ఇదే అవుతుంది. గిది చూసి గిది చెప్పలేకపోతే నువ్వు వేస్ట్ క్యాండిడేట్ అన్నట్టు. దిస్ ఈజ్ రీడింగ్ ఎంప్లాయీ నెంబర్. బై సీయింగ్ దిస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టెల్ హౌ టు రీడ్ అమౌంట్. యు ఆర్ అనేబుల్ టు టెల్ దిస్ మీన్స్ యు ఆర్ వేస్ట్ క్యాండిడేట్. చూసి చెప్పుడు కూడా రాకపోతే ఎందుకు నువ్వు? రైట్ అప్డేట్ కమాండ్. హౌ టు రైట్ అప్డేట్ కమాండ్? హౌ టు సేవ్ దిస్ డేటా? హౌ టు సేవ్ దిస్ డేటా? ఓకే, అప్డేట్ తర్వాత కమిట్ యూజ్ చేయాలి అని నీకు తెలియకపోతే నువ్వు ఎస్క్యూఎల్ నేర్చుకొని వేస్ట్. అప్డేట్ అంటే ఇది ఇన్స్టాన్స్ పైన అప్లై అయింది. ఇన్స్టాన్స్ మీన్స్ టెంపరీ. టు సేవ్ ఇట్ పర్మనెంట్లీ రైట్ కమిట్. After using any DML command, if you want to save it, write commit. Display message as salary increased. How to display the message? First, focus on what you are learning, Sainath. Then you can focus on course completion. First, focus on learning. Try to give responses here. How many times you responded in our batch? How many responses you have given, Sainath? Okay. How many statements you have written here? I'm asking how to read employee number, how to read increment amount. For how many questions you responded, boss? Sainath? When course will be completed? If your focus is on course completion, when you learn course, sir, focus on learning. First learn the subject, then you can focus on course completion. Okay. See here. Listen. So this is the program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. This is a code. This is a way of using update command. See the execution process. Because of these two declarations, two variables will be created. V underscore employee number, V underscore amount. Because of this parameter, it is asking enter value for employee number and it waits. I am giving employee number as 7369. Now V underscore employee number value is 7369. Because of this parameter, it is asking enter value for amount. I am giving increment amount as 2000. V underscore amount value is 2000 now. This update command will be executed to the 7369 employee, to his current salary, assume current salary 800. V underscore amount, this much amount will be increased, 2000 rupees will be increased. So in the EMP table, 7369 salary updated here. Previous value was 800. 800 plus 2000. This value becomes 2800. Like this updated in the table. This action will be saved and displays message as salary increased. That's it. That's it, sir. This is the execution process. So this is a program to increase salary of given employee number with given amount. In real time, UA developer designs one form like this. UA developer designs one form like this. One form, web form or normal form. Okay. UA developer designs this form. To whom you want to increase, how much amount you want to increase. To enter that input, he is providing text boxes. This is update button. So to whom you want to increase, give input here. How much you want to increase, give that increment amount. Then click on update button. Internally, one procedure will be called here. Internally, one procedure will be called. To that procedure, it passes this input, employee number and increment amount. So by taking that input, now code will be executed. So this code I explained here. This kind of code only they have written in the procedure. That procedure code increases the salary. So this coding we are learning now. Later this coding we implement in the procedures and functions. Backend development, backend coding we are learning, database coding we are learning now. So this is the way of using update command in PLSQL. Did you understand this code, sir? Next, update command. Update command is over. That's it. This is a way of using update command. Next, using delete command in PLSQL. Syntax is same as SQL, no change. Same as SQL, sir. Just in the SQL, we have written like this. Suppose if we want to delete 7369 record, we are writing like this. Delete from EMP, where employee number equals to B under 7369. In SQL, we have written like this. 7369 record will be deleted. In PLSQL, instead of giving value, use variable. That's it. This is PLSQL. Okay. So previous program we didn't run, sir. We developed program, but is it working or not? We didn't test. Let me test here. Update demo. Update demo dot SQL. Update demo dot SQL. Okay. Compile and run this. Observe previous program I'm running, sir. Update example I'm running. Observe. Employee number, e-name, salary from EMP. Notice here 7934 salary 1300. I want to increase 2000 rupees salary. So I want to update this as 3300. So to the current salary, increase 2000 rupees. So run our program, compile and run our program at the rate d:// batch 2 pm/ file name is update demo.sql. Asking employee number to whom you want to increase. Give this employee number. How much amount you want to increase? Give increment amount. Our program is telling that salary increase. So to the 7934 employee, 2000 rupees salary increase. Increased or not, check in the table. Where employee number equals to 7934. Observe. Before running our program, 7934 salary was 1300. With the help of our program, we are increasing 2000 rupees salary. Okay. After running our program, now his salary is 3300. Before running our program, salary was 1300. After running our program, 2000 rupees salary increase. His salary is 3300. So working perfectly. Next, using delete command in PLSQL. Syntax is same as SQL. In SQL, we have given value directly. Now, instead of giving value, I'm writing variable name. That's it. This is PL SQL style. If I give value here, SQL style. Okay, if I use variable name here, this is PL SQL style. Syntax is same as SQL, no change. See one example program here. Write a program to delete employee record of given employee number. So on output screen, print like this. Enter value for employee number. Suppose the user is giving employee number as 7900. Our program should delete that employee record and it should display message as record deleted. This is our requirement. So first time roughly I explain the code. Second time you have to tell. To hold employee number, take one variable b underscore employee number. Declare it with emp table employee number column data type. Read employee number b underscore employee number colon equals to ampersand employee number. Suppose I am giving 7900. Delete this record. To delete this record, write delete from emp where employee number equals to b underscore employee number. To save this action, write commit. To display the message, write record deleted. That's it. This is the code. First declare variable in declaration part. Read employee number. Given employee numbers record we are deleting. We are saving that action. Displaying message as record deleted. Tell me the code, sir. How to delete employee record of given employee number? Anonymous block. To hold employee number, declare v underscore employee number variable. How to declare? Read this employee number. V underscore employee number colon equals to ampersand employee number. So this is a way of reading employee number. Delete that given employee numbers record. Suppose I am giving 7900. This record I want to delete now. How to delete? Employee number equals to we understand. Save this action. Display message as record deleted. Record deleted. That's it, sir. It's a code. Simple. Okay. See the execution process. Because of this declaration, variable created v underscore employee number. Because of this parameter, it is asking enter value for employee number. I'm giving employee number as 7900. Now 7900 implies record deleted from EMP table. One record deleted. Saving this action, displaying message as record deleted. Working on a check here. Save this code with the name delete demo.sql. At the rate d colon slash. First check EMP table data. Now EMP table has total 14 rows. Observe. I want to delete 7900 record. This is my requirement. As of now, 14 rows are there. Delete 7900 record. Run our program. At the rate d colon slash bash 2pm slash delete demo.sql. I am giving employee number as 7900. 7900 record deleted. See, record deleted. In the future, whenever our requirement is deleting record, use this program. It deletes the record. Now check in the table, record deleted or not. Before running our program, 14 rows were there. With our program, we deleted one record. Now 13 rows are there. 13 rows are there. 7900 record deleted. There is no 7900 here. So our code is working perfectly. In real time, UA developer designs one form like this. Employee number, delete button. When you click on delete button, internally one procedure will be called. In that procedure, we write this kind of code only. So this kind of code will be executed to delete the record. That's it. So this is the way of using delete command in PLSQL. Last one, using insert command in PLSQL. How to use insert command in PLSQL? For example, here one table is there, EMP 900. Write a program to insert a record into EMP 900 table. Okay. So first this table is not ready. Let me create this table. Create table EMP 900. Employee ID, number of 4, ename, ename, varchar 2 after, right close semicolon. Write the program now. To insert record into this EMP 900, write the program. Anonymous block. Declare begin end semicolon slash. Write insert command here. Insert into which table? EMP 900 values. Read the values now. Read employee number. Read employee name. That's it. To save this action, right? Commit. To display the message, right? dbms underscore output dot put underscore line record inserted. Code is over. This is the code for inserting record into table. Save this with the name insert demo.sql. Compile and run this. First table is not ready. Create the table. Table created. Run our program. At the rate d colon slash batch 2pm slash insert demo dot sql. Suppose I am giving employee ID 1001A, one record inserted. Observe. With the help of PLSQL program, we inserted the record. Again, I am running 1002B, 1003C, 1004D, like this. Open and see the table data. Select a star from EMP 900. With the help of our PLSQL program, we inserted all these records. So this is the way of using insert command in the PLSQL. In real time, suppose you are creating Gmail account here. So to create Gmail account, you are filling one form. Your first name, last name, which mail ID you want to set, which password you want to set, confirm password. Finally, you are clicking on submit. Submit. So when you click on submit button, internally one procedure will be called. To that procedure, it passes your entered data. In this, insert code is there. That insert code is inserting your details in the Google database. So this kind of insert code they had written. That is why your account details stored in the Google database. So this is the way of using insert command in PLSQL. Now you know very clearly about PLSQL basics. First chapter, PLSQL basics chapter is over. My request to you all is, if you are new to the Oracle, so please practice all these things clearly. Most important are select practice perfectly. Update same as SQL, delete same as SQL, insert same as SQL. Concentrate on select, concentrate on percentage type, and concentrate on percentage row type. Please get grip in this area. So in this PLSQL basics, I covered what is PLSQL, why PLSQL, what are the advantages of it that we discussed. After that, we discussed what are the data types provided by PLSQL, how to declare variable, how to assign the value, how to print the data, read the data, initialize the data. This we have said. Then we discussed about using select command in PLSQL. Simultaneously, I covered percentage type data type and percentage row type data type. Then today we discussed how to use update command, delete command, and insert command in PLSQL. Now you know how to use DRL, and how to use DMLs in PLSQL program also, So the DMLs itself, I used commit. Commit is TCL command. So how to use DRL, DML, TCL commands in PLSQL, now. DDL, DCL commands we cannot use directly. If you want to use them, we have to go for dynamic SQL. So successfully we finished first chapter in PLSQL, PLSQL basics. So PLSQL basics chapter is over. Okay, is it clear about all these things, sir? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about first chapter? PLSQL basics chapter is over. Is it clear about PLSQL basics? Next. Next chapter is control structures. Okay, you already know control structure purpose. If you want to control flow of program, if you want to change sequential execution, we use these control structures. So in other languages, you learn the purpose. Much explanation is not required here. PLSQL provides following control structures. First one is conditional control structures. Second one is looping control structures. And third one is jumping control structures. These are the three categories in control structures. What are the conditional control structures provided by PLSQL? If then, if then else, if then else if, nested if, and case. These are the conditional control structures. if then, if then else, if then else if, nested if, and case. Next, loops. Looping control structures are while loop, simple loop, and for loop. These are the looping control structures. Next, jumping control structures. Go to, go to is outdated. Nowadays, we are not using it. Go to outdated. Sometimes exit when are useful. Exit when. Okay, continue is also there. Not that much important in database programming. Okay, return also there in the functions. I use the return statement to return the value. So these are the control structures provided by PLSQL. So PLSQL provides control structures to us. Those we can categorize into three categories. First one, conditional control structures. Second one, looping control structures. Third one, jumping control structures. Conditional control structures are if then else, if then else if, nested if, and case. Looping control structures are while, simple loop, and for. Jumping control structures are go to, exit when. So today and for next 2-3 sessions, what we discuss means these things only. Today and for next 2-3 sessions, we discuss about these control structures only. So among this, first control structure I am explaining now. If then control structure. You tell me in Java, what is the syntax of if control structure? How to write if control structure, sir? What is the syntax? What is the syntax of if control structure in Java? How we write? How many of you are learning Java? Only 3 members. You are learning only Oracle. Only Oracle. You also. Only Oracle. In Java, how to write if control structure, sir? How to write if control structure? If condition, starting point of if, ending point of if. In between this, we are writing statement. Is the syntax. What is the execution process? First, it checks condition. If condition is true, enters into if block. If block code will be executed. If condition is false, comes out of the if. Here also execution process same, purpose same. Based on the condition, if you want to perform action with statements, you are performing particular action. Based on the condition, if you want to perform action, we are using if. First condition will be tested. If condition is true, executes if block statement. If condition is false, comes out of the if. So here also same, purpose same. Based on the condition, if you want to perform action, go for if then. Execution process also same, but syntax minor difference is there. What is the syntax in PLSQL? Observe here. If. Just like here we are writing if keyword. Here also I am writing if keyword. Just like here we are writing condition. Here also we are writing condition. But in Java, brackets compulsory. Here brackets are not required. No need to write brackets for condition. Directly you can write condition. No need to write brackets here. Observe here in Java, this is starting point of if, this is ending point of if. In PLSQL, this then is beginning point of if, end if, ending point of if. In between this, write the statement. That's it. Same this kind of style only. Just syntax little bit difference is there. Here to indicate starting point opening curly braces, here closing curly braces. Here to indicate starting point, then to indicate ending point, end if. So this is the syntax of if then. So remember this syntax, follow it. Execution process same as Java, no change. First it checks condition. If condition is true, enters into if block, execute this code. If condition is false, comes out of the if. This is execution process of if control set. Same as Java, no change. First it checks condition. If condition is true, if block code will be executed. If condition is false, comes out of the if block code will not be executed. If condition is false. See one example on it. Example on if then. Write a program to delete employee record of given employee number. If the question is this much only, write like this. This is a program for deleting. Read employee number, delete employee record, save the action, display message as record delete. This is the code. For deleting employee record, this is the code. But now the question is, if experience is more than 44 years, then only delete the record. If experience is more than 44 years, then only delete the record. Otherwise, don't delete. Observe here. So first read employee number. How to read you already know. That given employee numbers, experience we have to find. How to find experience also you know. Yesterday we did this program. So that experience we are holding in one variable, v underscore exp. So if experience is more than 44, then delete that record. To save this action, write commit. To display the message, write dbms underscore output dot put underscore line record deleted. To close this if, write end. That's it. So in this program, directly we are deleting the record. But in this, if experience is more than 44, then only delete. So if experience is not more than 44, it will not delete. Comes out of the if. Suppose employee has 46 years experience. Is 46 greater than 44 true? Deletes that record. Suppose employee has 42 years experience. Is 42 greater than 44 false? Will not delete that record. Comes out of the if. Like this it works. You tell me the code, sir. First read employee number, then find experience, then write this if control set, sir. I mean, new file, anonymous block. What we have tried? To hold this employee number, To hold employee number, declare one variable. How to declare? Read employee number. How to read? Okay. Suppose I am giving employee number as 7788. Is experience I want to find now. To find experience, is hire date is required. So hire date is in the table. So from the table, select the hire date, copy into B underscore hire date. So find hire date now. How to find hire date? Okay. Do you know the statement or not? So we are finding hire date. Given employee numbers, hire date we are finding. Now we have hire date now. Using hire date, find experience now. How to find experience? To remove decimal places, call the function truth. This is a way of finding experience. This experience value we are holding in b underscore exp variable. Declare this variable b underscore exp into data. So till here nothing new is there. Yesterday I explained it. Yesterday I explained this experience demo program. That code only I have written. Till now, nothing new is there. We are reading employee number. Given employee numbers hire rate we are finding. Using that hire rate we are finding experience. So if experience is more than 44, delete the record. For our understanding purpose, print experience here. If experience is more than 44, delete the record. Write if control structure. How to write if control structure? If, what's the condition? If experience is greater than 44, then delete the record. How to write delete command? To save this action, to display the message, to close this if, right, and if. That's it. I'm following syntax only. Observe, sir. If, condition, then, and if statement. If experience is more than 44, this code will be executed. Deletes that record. If experience is not greater than 44, it will not execute if code. Means record will not be deleted. So this is a way of using if control structure. Working or not, test here. If demo.sql. Line number. Line number. Sorry. Line number 14. V underscore exp. Okay. Good. Now, save this code. Compile and run. File name is ifdemo.sql. Okay, observe here. For our understanding purpose, let me find experience in SQL. In SQL, I'm finding experience for understanding purpose, which implies experience is more than 44, less than 44. For our understanding purpose, I'm calculating here. Okay, these are the experiences. Observe. Okay, observe now. At the rate d:/batch 2pm slash if demo dot SQL. It is asking employee number. I am giving employee number as 7788. See, sir, 7788 experience is 43. Observe. So I am giving employee number as 7788. 7788. His experience is 43. Means not more than 44. So that is why record not deleted here. So I am giving employee number as 7788. So his experience is 43. I am giving employee number as 7788. His hire date it is finding. His experience it is finding. His experience is 43. 43. So here it is checking the condition. Experience is 43 here. So checking the condition like this. Is 43 greater than 44? It is checking. False. Condition is false. Coming out of the if. Record not deleted. Okay, check. In the EMP table, still 13 rows only there. Observe here. Still 13 rows are there. 7788 record not deleted. Suppose I am giving employee number as 7521. His experience is 45, means more than 44. This record I want to delete now. So at the rate d:/batch 2pm slash if demo dot SQL. Asking employee number. I'm giving 7521. His experience is 45. So more than 44. So record deleted. Observe. Record deleted. You can check in the table. In the table, there is no 7521 record now. 12 rows are there. Observe. Previously 13 rows were there. Now 12 rows are there. 7521 record deleted. There is no 7521 record. Record deleted. So understand this code. Suppose I am giving employee number as 7788. His experience is 43. Is 43 greater than 44? False. Coming out of the if. Record not deleted. Second case. Suppose I am giving employee number as 7521. His experience is 45. Is 45 greater than 44? True. Record deleted. Like this it works. So if condition true, if code it is executing. If condition false, it is not executing if code. This is about if control structure. So first control structure, if is over. This is the key point to use if control structure. Important, useful. Suppose you are developing withdraw program, sir. Withdraw program you are developing. Sufficient funds available or not, it has to check. If withdrawal amount is greater than account balance, if withdrawal amount is greater than account balance, then display message as insufficient funds. Insufficient funds. So in such type of situations, if control structure is useful, that's it. This condition true means insufficient fund. Suppose balance is 8,000, sir. You are withdrawing 10,000. Your account balance is 8,000. but you are withdrawing 10,000. Withdrawal amount is greater than account balance. Condition is true. Displays message as insufficient. So this is a way of using if control set. If this condition is true, insufficient funds message will be displayed. Condition false means sufficient funds are available. No message will be displayed. So this is about if then. Is it clear about if then, sir? Second one is what? If then else. Now I explain about if then else, then I stop the session. Okay, see here. If then else. Just like in C Java, if else control structure is there. Here if then else. How to write? Observe here. If condition, then else, and if. Here write if block code. Here write else block code. Simple. Easy. First it checks condition. If condition is true, enters into if block. If block code will be executed, comes out of the if then else. If condition is true, if block code will be executed. If condition is false, else block code will be executed. Comes out of the if then else. That's it, sir. First it checks condition. If condition is true, if block code executed. If condition false, else block code executed. That's it. Notice the difference between if then and if then else. Notice the difference here. Here we are giving one instruction. If this condition is true, do this action. One instruction I am giving here. But here, two instructions I am giving. If condition is true, do this if block action. If condition is false, do this else block action. Two instructions I am giving here. If we want to perform one action based on condition, go for if then. To perform one action based on condition, go for if then. To perform any one of two actions, to perform any one of two actions based on condition, go for if then else. If condition is true, perform this if block action. If condition is false, perform this else block action. To perform any one of two actions based on condition, go for if then else. To perform one action based on condition, go for if then. This is the difference. Here we are giving one instruction. If condition is true, what it has to do, we are telling. If false, what it has to do, I'm not telling here. But here I'm giving two instructions. If condition is true, if block code will be executed. If condition is false, else block code will be executed. Two instructions. This is the difference. Are you understanding, sir? Okay, see one example on it. Write a program to increase salary of given employee number based on job. Write the program to increase salary of given employee number based on job. If job is manager, then increase 20% on salary. For other than managers, increase 10% on salary. This is my requirement. So what we have to do now? read employee number, find his job. If job is manager, if job is manager, then increase 20%. So capture percentage value as 20 here. 20. Else capture percentage value as 10. Simple. If job is manager, capture percentage value as 20. If job is other than manager, capture percentage value as 10. Write update command here. Update EMP. Set salary equals to salary plus salary into B underscore PR by 100, where employee number equals to given employee number is a code. First read employee number. How to read you already know. V underscore employee number colon equals to ampersand employee. Then find the job value. How to find job you already know. Select job into V underscore job from EMP, where employee number equals to given employee number. So read employee number, find his job, hold in this variable. If job is manager, capture percentage value as 20. Else, this condition false means other than manager. For other than manager, hold percentage value 10. If manager, 20 will be increased. For other than manager, 10 will be increased. If you write this update command here, 2 times you have to write same update command. Observe, update EMP set salary equals to salary plus salary into 20 by 100, where employee number equals to V underscore employee. Else, same update command we are writing. Only percentage value is different here. So instead of writing update command for 2 times, instead of writing two different update commands, same update command we are writing 2 times, only percentage is different. So instead of writing update for 2 times, write like this. If manager, capture percentage value as 20. For other than manager, capture percentage value as 10. According to captured percentage, increase the salary. If manager 20, if not manager 10. So this is the code. This one only I'm writing. New file, anonymous block, declare, begin, end, semicolon, slash. Read employee to hold employee number. Declare one variable, emp dot employee number percentage type. Okay, read this value colon equals to ampersand employee number. Here also you can read possibilities there. Just like if I give value here, this is initialization. Giving value at the time of declaration. Initialization. I already told this point. So now this value I'm reading ampersand employee number. Like this also you can write. Find his job value. Select job into V underscore job from EMP, where employee number equals to V underscore employee. Increase the salary based on job. So if V underscore job value is, if job value is manager, you have to tell the code, sir. You have to tell the code. No one is telling. If V underscore job equals to manager, then V underscore PR equals to 20. Else V underscore PR colon equals to 10. To close this if, right, and if, increase the salary now. Salary into V underscore PR by 100, where employee number equals to V underscore employee number. To save this action, right, commit. Okay, to display the message. So I want to display like this. Job equals to the job value. Okay, so like this I want to print. This is the output I want to get. This output I want to get now. This is my requirement. So this is v underscore job value. This is v underscore PR value. I write these two printing statements only. dbms underscore output dot to print like this, right here, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line job equals to concatenation operator underscore job. To print like this, right, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line v underscore pr concatenation operator percentage on salary increased. That's it. This is a code. Working or not test here. I'm saving it with the name if else demo dot sql. If else demo dot sql. Okay. Compile and run this now. At the rate d:// batch 2 pm / if else demo dot sql. See, sir, I'm giving 7369 is clerk. So 10% increase. I'm sorry. We didn't declare one variable v underscore pr. V underscore job also we didn't declare. emp dot job percentage type. V underscore pr int or float percentage 12.5%, 10.3% float. Observe now. Asking employee number. I'm giving employee number as 7369. See, job is clerk, 10% increase. Suppose I'm giving 7698 is manager. To the manager, 20% increase. To other than manager, 10%. What is happening? Understand here. I'm giving employee number as 7369. His job is clerk. Is clerk equals to manager false. So 10% will be increase. Capturing percentage as 10, 10% increase. Suppose I am giving V underscore employee number value as 7698 is manager. So is manager equals to manager, it is checking true. So percentage value becomes 20, 20% increase. If manager, 20%. For other than manager, 10%. Like this it is working. Is it clear, sir? Okay. After going to the home, refer the notes and practice them. Every day, this is your duty. And maintain regularity. Okay. If you miss one session, you cannot understand next session. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.